CINEMANIACS Hereafter movie review. Hello YouTube, CINEMADMAN here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Hereafter, the new film directed by Clint Eastwood and starring Matt Damon and Cecile de France. The plot follows George Lonergan, played by Matt Damon, who is a person that had an operation as a kid and nearly died. And since then, he's been like the psychic. It also has two subplots, including a French newswoman who escaped some sort of tsunami in the Caribbean, and a kid in London whose twin brother was hit by a car and killed whilst running away from a couple of chavs. They all come together. These plots all come together in the end, with George Lonergan, played by Matt Damon, sort of interacting with these characters. Now, first off, the only Clint Eastwood films I've seen is this and Gran Torino. Gran Torino, which was his final film in his acting career before he went on to directing. I've only seen the first couple of minutes of Invictus. It was okay. I just need a further. Just need to watch some more. And you know, it's kind of a good story. You know, it's sort of a plot and two subplots. It's just three separate stories about these three separate people and how they all come together in the end. You know, they all come together and it's kind of good. There's also another plot about George Lonergan, played by Matt Damon, who meets this girl played by Bryce Dallas Howard, who you know, he falls in love with, like, you know, I think they meet, you know, he invites her back for dinner, and she gets her fortune told by Matt Damon, and she sort of bursts out the room crying. And they met at a cooking class, which was taught by the cooking teacher, played by Stephen R. Schirripa, who, if you haven't seen The Sopranos, he was in The Sopranos, the HBO award-winning HBO series, as Bobby Baccalieri Jr. Yeah, first, he's like one of those people. I haven't watched The Sopranos in a long time, not since December, but he was kind of, you know, he's a person you wouldn't recognise at first, but you would, you know, once you sort of got to see his face better. I mean, I remember a scene in The Sopranos where he's dressing up as Santa for like the mobster's annual Christmas party. The other Santa, he was working for the feds, so they had to whack him. And I remember he was having a fight with this little kid, you know, who I think it was tried to go up twice, or Bobby Baccalieri was doing a rubbish job. The kid actually swore at him, and I was actually laughing at that scene. I'm talking about Sopranos, not Hereafter, so, you know, don't get confused. And I haven't really seen the iconic films that, you know, he's done, like, don't know, Fistful of Dollars, don't know, Good, the Bad and the Ugly, whatever I'm not sure, did he do that? But, you know, the iconic stuff. But I know who Clint Eastwood is. You know, he's like an iconic cowboy from the 50s and the 60s. And I think, oh wait, I think I also saw, you know, $1 Million Baby, which was also done by Eastwood. And it was, you know, he actually does these good films. You know, this is one which I went in, like, I think I first saw, like, a preview for it on a commercial break during the 60th annual awards, and then I saw a trailer for it during the second screening of the next 3 days, when I went and saw the next 3 days for a second time, and I kind of went in with nothing. I didn't really understand the trailer at first. You know, I thought, okay, it's about death, that's much it, but it just had nothing. I didn't really expect the whole thing with, you know, the kid from London, and plus chavs. You know, I don't really like chavs. You know, I think they're just a group of thugs. And you know, the Blu-ray is out now in America to buy, and I hear if you, like, you know, you buy it, some of it will go to the recent Japan, you know, earthquake or tsunami. And I recently heard that this film had to be pulled from Japanese cinemas because of that disaster. Because at the beginning of the film starts out with, you know, Cecile de France surviving like this tsunami that comes, like, they're on like some island, and you know, it's like a holiday hotspot. Then she survives that, and you know, I mean, when they're sort of like having visions of heaven, it kind of looks like, you know, Harry, like, if anyone's seen Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, or like, no, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, when we're staring into that thing and Dumbledore's telling Harry about how he met Tom Riddle and all that stuff. God, I keep drifting out. Well, anyway, well, it's kind of a good thing that, you know, they kind of pulled it from cinemas, because, no offense, I don't want any crap for this, but A, it's kind of, it would be offensive, you know, to the memories of the people that died, and plus, I think because the tsunami, they might have just, I don't know where they would have, you know, shown the film at, because, you know, forget. Anyway, this is actually a pretty good film, you know. I've not really seen any of Clint Eastwood's other movies other than $1 Million Baby and Gran Torino, but this is actually worth a watch, you know. So, or to fans of The Sopranos, see it for Bobby Bacala. You know, he's Stephen R. Schirripa. He's actually a pretty good actor, so I suggest you should watch it for that. And so I give this movie a 4 out of 5. I think it was the runner-up for my top 10 list of films of 2010, which is coming. So I'm gonna make that video soon after I upload my reviews of Yogi Bear and Paul and Rango. I have to upload those, so this movie, I give it a 4 out of 5. It did, like, you know, sort of, I'm thinking they might have done research on this before writing the script, so this is actually a pretty good film. Check it out. Cinema Man signing out. I'll see you later. Bye.